Hey folks, McFaddy here. I'm using my smoker again. This time I'm going to use it for a grill. As you can see, I just got it started here not too long ago. And I'm trying not to get my hands all over the cooking grate. I've been painting at the house here. Multiple processes I'm doing here. But if you look down in there, through the grate, you'll see the flames coming through. I took my tuning plate out, moved it out of the way, so I can use this as a grill. I tried it once before. I did some burgers. I was going to do a video on that, but the audio on it kind of sucked. So right now I'm just kind of getting it up to temp, get the fire going, get some good coals going. The wood that I'm using today is oak, maple, and apple. And what I'm going to do is once I get the coals going a little bit better, I'm going to push them back. I got a little shovel I'm going to use. I still got to make a poker for it. I'm pretty sure you noticed that it kind of moved from where it was before. I still got to put my wheels on it. So probably here within the next couple weeks I'm gonna get that going, start getting that covered up, putting my air control valve so I can turn around and control the airflow, shut the door so I don't have to worry about the door being open for my dampener. So now that I got some good fire going, I will be back here after a while. Once I get a good coal bed, I'm probably going to do like, excuse me, some potatoes, steaks, and something else on it. So I'm going to get it good and hot, put the potatoes on and carrots I think the wife's talking about doing. And we're going to go from there. See you guys here in a bit. Alright, I'm back. I don't know if you can see the fire down in there. Yep, you can. And as you can see where it's coming out, where it's got a nice heat pattern here. I'm getting ready to put on some stuff. Shaking off the grates from it burning off. Hold on one second. Alright, the wife did some veggies. It's potatoes, onions, carrots, and all that fun stuff. So, I am putting them into smoker body. I'm actually going to put them over the direct heat area. And that way they can get cooking here pretty quick. I done some work on it. I decided I'd sand and grind off this part here. That way we couldn't see the logo, even though it's not my logo. I don't want to give anybody credit. I think it's a Grill Master or whatever. You can see it in prior videos. As you see, it's coming up from 250. It's going almost 300 degrees, close to 300. And now it's at 300. So it's gonna get up to temp. I figure I'm gonna give that probably, I don't know, 15 minutes for potatoes and stuff to get cooking. You know, it's already over 300 degrees, about 325 right now in there. So here in a couple minutes, I'll bring you back. As you can see, I moved the veggies from there to there. I got it up to 550 degrees. Let's cool down because I had the door open. I have had this up to 650 degrees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the veggies over a little bit more. And then I'm going to throw my steaks on. As you can see, the flames just licking up through the hole. Alright folks, there's my first steak. Nice fat chunk of meat. Figure I'm gonna let it sit there for a couple minutes. I'm closing the door. As you see my veggies over there. Let the smokiness and all the goodness happen. I'll bring you back here in a couple minutes. Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys been to the Big Texan, but I tell you what, as I'm flipped that steak there and put the other steak on there, I got thinking, you know, that kind of reminds me of one of the steaks at the Big Texan down there in Amarillo, Texas. Man, it's gonna be a good dinner. And that cat litter bucket, I ended up using that to put some charcoal in. I cleaned out the firebox on this, and I took out any of all the good charcoal or wood that wasn't burnt up. I turned around, put it in there, and figured, you know what? I'll use it when I go to light me a new fire. And tell you what, using that one definitely made it a lot quicker to get this thing going. And tell you what, that's definitely hot fire coming out of there. So, yeah, give it a couple more minutes and I'll get that done. One of the things I'm going to be doing on this here probably within the next week or two is I'm going to be putting a piece of flat metal right here. I'm going to put one of these, well, two of these bad boys on there right about here, I think, on each. That way I can clamp them down, get a better seal. Let's see how that goes. Probably going to have to get a different nut and bolt or bolts for it. But yeah, I think it should work out pretty good. Can't wait till I get this thing finished up, painted, get my cutting board on there. It's gonna be looking pretty good. And yes, it's definitely windy today. As you can see, the smoke coming right off of there. Just as fast as it's coming out, it's blowing off. I tell you what, I'm enjoying this nice 73-degree day here in northern Michigan. Gotta love it. Alright. I don't know if you can see the smoke in the shadow there, but it's finally smoking. The wind died down a little bit. You can finally see some smoke coming off. I'll find more out when I'm editing. There's the veggies, which I need to check on those here in a minute. I need to flip that piece of meat around a little bit. I really need to get my cutting board done. That looks tasty. It's probably still rare, medium rare, rare-ish. But I like mine rare. You know, everybody has their own flavor of how they like their steak cooked. I know the wife and the boys, I have to make sure that it's cooked well. I could probably get away with medium. But I'm going to make sure it's a little on the well side. I should probably check on these right quick. God, that's hot. Shit. Carrot definitely looks good and hot. I'm kind of want to check the potatoes, see what they look like. Make sure that they're cooked all the way. I don't want to take food back to the house that's not cooked. Pretty sure those of you who are married, you know, when the wife gets a little mad, well, you know the rest. But, hey, thus is life. Carrot's definitely done. Sorry, the potatoes. Alright, folks. Well, I'm going to let you go for now. As you can see, I'm right by the damn freeway, highway here. County route. State route. Whatever. I'll bring you back here in a couple minutes when I pull the meat off. Alright, folks. I'm getting ready to pull the meat off. I flipped it a couple times, adjusted it a couple of times. So, I'm thinking that's pretty well close to being well. If that gives you an idea how big of a chunk of meat that is, that's probably enough for the wife and the 3 boys. Oh, that's still every bit of rare to medium rare. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Look at that. That's a huge chunk of meat. That looks so damn good. And then the veggies. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my door for right now. Let that get some good draft going. So I can burn off this area here to get off any fat that or juices or whatever is on there burnt off. Excuse me. And away I go. So I'm going to pull that off very carefully. Put that in my car. And head on home. Alright, I managed to get that pulled off. I really need to bring 2 tongs or a cookie sheet when I'm doing this. Or once I get moved into the house here, you know, I won't have to worry about it. But as you can see, it's definitely being well used. Definitely burning nice. So when I get it done, I will obviously keep you guys in the loop as it comes along. It is all closed up. Now I'm just looking for my pin that I use. Oh, here's my pin. Slide it in there like so. And now she's sealed off. Don't gotta worry about her running away. And as you can see, doing some more smoke. I probably having another 2 hours worth of heat in there. So, alright folks, I'm gonna go home, eat my steak. You guys have a great day. Enjoy the nice warm weather. And if you like what you see, subscribe, like, and all that good stuff. Alright guys, McFaddy, later.